Everybody, you've reached the Delaney Cowboys Certified Correct Playbook.
Welcome back to the Delaney Certified Correct Playbook. I'm just going through just taking a look at the Cowboys' schedule here coming up. We look like we have Houston, Texas, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Those are going to be two very interesting games. There's going to be a lot on the line. This Detroit win was a pretty good win. We want to thank the NFL for their highlights from today's game. This was a good win for the Cowboys. It was something that was much needed. A couple things I noticed in the game that we just need to work on to get better. Awazie is a really good corner. He's a good young corner. I believe he's going to be a really big time corner in this league. But the one thing that I need Awazie to work on is you got to turn your head and look at that ball. When you're running down the sideline with that receiver, that ball's in the air. Awazie, I saw a couple plays that you just don't get your head turned around. Now, what's going to happen is those referees, they're going to flag you on that. You don't want to be getting a pass interference, if your legs get tangled up, anything like that happens, if you guys bump. If the referee sees that your head ain't looking up in the air for that ball, Awazie, in the NFL, you got to turn your head and look for that ball. Now, you might be able to get away with that in college, not looking for the ball, but in the National Football League, you have to turn your head. Once that ball's up in the air, you got to turn your head and look up at that ball. And the good news for Awazie is he's doing everything great. He's right there. I saw the Lions receivers catch a couple passes on Awazie today, and you know what? It was perfect coverage. You couldn't have covered those receivers any better than Awazie had those wide receivers covered. Just excellent coverage. A couple miraculous catches by a couple of those receivers for Detroit, but I like the coverage for a young corner. He's showing me a lot. Just get your head turned around. When that ball's coming, just look up at that ball, get your head turned around. You won't get a flag dropped on you. Another thing you're going to find out, when you turn around and look up in the air for the ball, you're going to pick the ball off because you actually locate the ball and you see where it's coming down. You're actually going to get an interception because you decided to turn your head and look for the ball, and you're not going to get flagged. So that's a good thing. Another thing here, let me check my notes here. Another thing that I noticed on that drive where we had to kick that field goal, and then we went up by 6 points. We were stuck on the 8 to 10 yard line there. That happens a lot in the NFL. You see what I'm saying? I got the play to get us out of that jam. You know what I mean? It's one of those situations where you're on around the 8 yard line. You know what I mean? The 7 yard line. Okay. People know you want to run the ball. They got everybody jammed up in the box. They got 10 people damn near up in that box. It's so hard to run on that 6, 7, 8, 9 yard line. There's a play that actually that I want to find a way to see if I can get it to the Cowboys. It's a play I don't see anybody in the NFL running. It's something that I had a great deal of success running. In some huge games when I was on Xbox Live, playing people from all around the world on Xbox Live, and it just frustrates the hell out of people because they put all of those people in the box. They know that there's only a couple of minutes, just like the situation that the Cowboys were just in. If we score, the game is over. You don't want to throw an interception. You're on the 7, 8 yard line. They're plugging up all the running lanes. They got 8, 9 people in the box. They know you want to run. You got to be careful if you throw. I got a play that just breaks the backs of teams in that situation right there. and it's going to give you a 95% success rate. It's almost impossible to stop the play. Worst thing that can happen it is a pass play, and the worst thing that's going to happen is going to be an incomplete pass. If the once you execute the play right, you know what's going on with it. The worst thing that's going to happen is an incomplete pass. But you have a very high percentage chance of completing a touchdown in that 6, 7, 8, 9 yard line area of the field, especially when the game's on the line, a couple of minutes to go in the game like that. So we'll see if what kind of success I have in trying to get that play to the coaching staff. Someone in that coaching staff, we can get this play that I know that will work in that situation. Because if we scored a touchdown, we don't have to have all the dramatics where we got to come back down the field after they score or whatever they do, and then we gotta, if he makes the field goal, we win. If he doesn't make the field goal, we lose. No, let's score a touchdown on the drive before when we're down on that 7 yard line. Let's not kick the field goal there. Let's score a touchdown. I got the play to get it done. And this play is also the same play that we can also run in that situation and at any portion of the field where it's a third down, long as it's under 9 yards or less, this play cannot be stopped. So I don't want to put that on the board. I would have to a play like that. I'm not comfortable with putting that on YouTube. I'll rather get that to the Cowboys, and they would be able to use that in a critical game or two before everybody would catch on to it. It's like something that they could have hidden for the playoffs. And then when they get in a critical situation on a 7 yard line in the playoffs or something like that, if they can make it that far to the playoffs, that's when you pull out a play or a game to get you to the playoffs. A critical ending season game. When you need to win this game to go one game past the Eagles or somebody to win a division or something where it's critical to get you into the playoffs. Let's pull that play out. Let's pull that play out at that time. You see what I'm saying? Let's pull that play out at that time. Okay. So, but good job. I like the play that they ran when the tight end, the ball was just a little bit too high over his head. At least they tried to go for it. They tried to score a touchdown. You didn't give up. I usually just see Garrett give up and play it really, really extremely safe and just take the field goal, go up by 6. At least you guys finally showed some grit and you went for it and tried to score a touchdown before you kicked that field goal at the end there and you went up by 6. That's a good job. That's what we want to see. We don't want to play scary. We don't want to have a feminine team. We don't want to be all soft. You got to show these teams that we're going to go for the win. We're not just going to hand off and kick the field goal and go up by 6, play it safe. No, you guys took a shot at the end zone, and that's what you're supposed to do, okay? We don't want any effeminine type play calling or give off the, any signals to teams that we're going to be playing soft in those kind of situations. We're gonna go after you, and we're going to try to score. So good job. What else do we have here? Last note here. The jumbo. I saw the Cowboys play some jumbo, I formation, pro formation football today. They ran some plays. I need the Cowboys to run more plays out of the jumbo formation, the I formation, the pro formation. And I know you guys hear me talk about pro formation a lot. And that's what I mean. When you hear me on my show talking about pro formation, I'm also talking about I formation. I'm also talking about jumbo formation. All three of those formations are cousins of each other. Okay. So I'm not sure when you hear me say, hey, Cowboys need to be running more pro formation, which they do. But that also means calling any play out of the I formation, calling any play out of the jumbo formation. All three of those formations are cousins of each other. That's the way the Dallas Cowboys team is built. Smash mouth football is what we want to play. You can there's tons of pass plays that you can run out of that jumbo pro formation, I formation, and it just gives the defense problems. That's how you make it to where you're not predictable, because safeties and middle linebackers, if you're throwing the ball, these safeties and middle linebackers and free safeties and strong safeties, they want to see 4 and 5 receivers. They want to know you're going to throw. They want to be able to get ready for it. But when you're in a jumbo package, when you're in a I formation, when you're in a pro formation, it pisses them off because they like, darn, are they going to run? Darn, are they going to go throw to the tight end? Is it going to be a crossing route? Is it going to be a pump and go? Is it going to be an out? There's just all this confusion. They don't know what's going on. And that's why I stress pro formation football, I formation football, jumbo package football. And I got some plays that I just wish I could find a way to get it to the Cowboys because, like I say, I don't mind drawing some plays up on the board, but I have master plays that I just don't want to be on the YouTube playboard for just any football team, any coordinator, for anybody to just be able to grab that easily. And these are killer plays. These are plays that nailed the coffin in other teams. And these are plays that can be used on critical third downs. Third down and 11, third down and 12 at critical times of the game where we just got to have it. And you just got to have the right play call. There's no substitute. I got to have the right play call. I got to have it right now. And the Cowboys kind of always go to a 4 wide receiver or 5 wide receiver set. I know the plays where you can stay right in your I formation. You can stay right in your pro. You can even be in jumbo. And you can still get the same 10-yard pickup, the same 9-yard pickup. And it's still confusing for that defense because they're like, oh my God, are they going to go for 9 yards? They're in a running formation. It's still, you want to do anything to confuse the defense. So if I can run routes that can get me a first down for 9 yards without being in a more predictable formation of a bunch formation or a 4 wide receiver, if I can still come at you in an I formation, but I can still get 4 quality routes ran out of that I formation, it's still total confusion for the defense and they don't like it. You got to do things that the defense hate. Okay, we're not here trying to help them. No, we want to make it as difficult for them as we can. One thing I want to say about Jason Garrett, it's about time. Hallelujah. You finally kicked the ball when you won the coin toss. I put that on my video a couple of days ago before this game. Hopefully you've seen the video. Somebody told you something because I've been watching you for a long time. And every time we win the coin toss, Jason Garrett always takes the ball, especially at times, you know, it's been 3-4 weeks when your offense has been stagnant. You ain't been playing that good on offense. Why not just kick the ball to them? Your defense is the strongest part of your team right now. They'll probably go 3 and out and put the pressure on their offense, just like what happened today. Like I've already been saying a couple of times on my show, the Detroit Lions went 3 and out. Now our offense gets to come on the field, or you could have even got an interception, a fumble, could have got great field position. You don't know how many things happen when you punt the ball at them. Let their team come out on the open and drive. Let's take the pressure off of our team. When we win that coin toss, let their team come out. And guess what? We get the ball after halftime. Right there in the top of the third quarter, you got to kick the ball to us. That's what happened today. That's the best situation that we want to be in. Give them the ball first. Let them have it. You can have the ball first. Let our defense go out there and try to get a strip fumble, an interception. We might get lined up on the 20-yard line, 30-yard line off of the interception. And all of a sudden, our offense gets to come and get a quick 3 points or a quick touchdown. And we still get the ball kicked to us at half. I believe that might have been the difference in why we won today. I believe if we would have took the ball first today against the Detroit Lions, I think it's a possibility. If you look at how the end of the game played out, it's a possibility we would have lost because we wouldn't have got the ball first in the third quarter. The Detroit Lions would have got the ball first in the third quarter. So Jason Garrett, by you kicking the ball after we won the coin toss and you letting the kicking the ball to Detroit and let them have the opening drive and us getting the ball back, coming out of that locker room, top of the third quarter, that might have won us the game. Okay? Football is a very strange game. It's a game of inches, a game of yards. There's a lot of interesting things that can make you win a National Football League game. And you might have won the football game today because you were smart enough to let them have the ball, kick the ball to them, and you didn't take the ball and put our offense out there. And as you saw, when we did come out there, we still went 3 and out. And we probably would have went 3 and out if you would have took the kickoff. Okay, good job at giving the ball to them, kicking it off. Let's keep that up for the rest of eternity. When we win that coin toss, we always kick. That's all I got from the playbook today. Be looking for, I'm not even going to tell you. That's going to be a secret. I'm going to spring that on y'all later. I'm out of here. Peace.
Remember, you cannot win a football game in the National Football League if your coach doesn't understand how to outcoach the other team's coaches. You're going to lose. start coming from our defense and how we're going to have to disguise them to become a more competitive defense. So we're going to see you next time on the Delaney Cowboys Certified Correct Playbook. See you next time.